Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Bobbi Jo and Sheena show. Two friends, two colleagues hanging out, changing the world just one thought at a time. Mindset coaches. We have no idea what we're really talking about today. We were just having conversations, and I said, hit it, just go live. So here we are. What are we going to talk about? Oh, our attitude. I think we were going to talk about attitude today. So when shit's hitting the fan in your life, whatever it is, how is your attitude? I tend to want to react. I know not to react, but I'm still a human being. But I'm going to let Sheena talk about this because she was saying, I said, no, you tell me. You go. I know. As a wives and husbands here, it was yesterday. We're here painting the house. It looks all good here, but you should see what I have going on over here. A lot of painting. So I was looking for a hammer, couldn't find it. And I was looking for a screwdriver to open the can and change, get things off the wall. I couldn't find them, and I was so aggravated. Why don't my husband put things back where he finds them? And I'm just getting so upset and like kind of angry, like, what the WTF, man? And she is like, I go, you don't react with Wolfgang? She says, nope, I don't react. And I was like, you have to go look 10 places for something that you know should be in this drawer. You don't react? She says, nope. But then she said she had a tantrum. Listen to how Sheena has a tantrum.
So I say there's no excuse for a bad attitude. But
No.
if you want to have a bad attitude, have it, but have it in your own terms, not in a reaction, but in a response. It
Yes.
feels so much more controllable. And then what I do is I use that energy. I used to stuff it down and it doesn't really matter, blah, 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 whatever. But I think it does pop back up again. So one of my things is do not throw a snowball right in my face, like especially when I've got makeup on and we're just about to go somewhere and I now have a wet face and I'm just like, so I decided I'm going to have a tantrum. So I actually decided to have a tantrum and I really, really enjoyed it. And I told Wolfgang off and I said, that is overstepping the mark. We do not do that. And I used all that energy and I could feel it rising. You know, Bobbi Jo was so funny. I could feel it rising and I couldn't even talk to him. I couldn't even look at him, but I was enjoying this energy. I mean, absolutely enjoying it. And I used it to fuel good affirmations going, I feel so good. I feel alive. This is amazing. Oh my God. So I guess that's one thing that I've learned to do. Control has been learned through my life. So you can talk about it with Irish dancing. You can talk about it with horses, but
Mm.
most of all with my children, and then with my second, actually my first, and then my second husband, where I had to learn control. So if I reacted all the time, I remember the point, probably about 5 years into my second marriage, that I realized that once a year I was losing it, losing it. I was bottling, 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 bottling it up, and then I would completely lose it once a year. And I didn't know how to stop it. It frightened me. And then after that last time, I just thought, I'm never arguing like that again. You just go ahead and do what you want. And so when anything would happen, I would literally just go and entertain myself in my mind and just let somebody do it, and decided not to react to anything. And with the
Mm.
children, I realized is that getting them out in the morning was starting to be like it was stressful getting two kids out in the morning, and Terry was always here, there and everywhere, like with work. So it was left on me, and being a full-time job, sometimes having four jobs and doing my degree as well and getting two kids out, I could feel the stress rising. So but I didn't want to speak to my kids the way I'd heard other people speak to their kids. So I made a decision again that
Mm.
I wouldn't react, that if I was tired, I would either change the scene. So I used to get up at 6:30, then I started to get up at 5:30. So I
Mm.
would be okay. So I was always, I really did learn to check my attitude, um, because I didn't want my shit to overspill into somebody else. Um,
Mm.
but
That's
because
great
actually
awareness.
it didn't even overspill into them, Bobbi Jo. It was felt it, and I just felt crap, and I just got to the point where I don't want to feel crap anymore.
Yeah.
And I guess basically that's it's been something that I've learned through life, is to not react and to choose
You
to
know,
respond.
and that's good. It's working smarter, not harder. It's going, okay, here's a situation. You can feel it arising, and check it in. And you don't have to solve it that day, that week, but you got to be smarter than it. And I love that for you, Sheena, that you're like, all right, here's the situation that I'm not happy. I'm feeling stressful. What can I do to change it, right? Because you can't point fingers, people, because when you're pointing a finger, three are coming right back at you. And it's all about our lessons to learn, and it's not somebody else's job to make you happy. It's all an inside job. So to have that awareness of what's going on and having your attitude. So you're right. So what do I do? Okay, I'll just duct tape. I'll just gonna put a lock on my tools and
Yeah,
I'll be
prepare the
smarter.
situation, prepare in advance, and just sort of go on. So if there's something, say there's something that was annoying me about Wolfgang, then I would literally then go, this is how we do it in this house. And I take him on a little journey and I go, this goes in here and this goes in here. And then I'm happy. And you love me when I'm happy, don't you?
And then you have to communicate definitely with men. And so funny. So many things to say, but just check your attitude. It's all about, there's nothing to win here. It's all about peace of mind. It's nothing to get.
Absolutely.
It's about peace of mind. It's about freedom. And it's about noticing what's making you mad throughout the day or what you're reacting to. And as always, God, just happen to have my coffee sitting on it. Here we go. The power of awareness. Never far away are all these little books behind me that we love. And just the power of awareness. And I check in, I'm not always, I was, and then I want to blame it on something, a story. Then I want to have a story and be like, well, maybe it's my hormones. But that's for another time. But just check your story, stop pointing outside, stop looking for an excuse for your anger. And like Sheena did, you know what? Yeah, just use that anger for something good and don't try to stuff the anger. We all get angry. It's called being a human being. So, check it in, use it for your momentum to change your life for good instead of like reversing or going backwards, and being the same thing and on that hamster wheel, still reacting to the same things year after year after year. And check yourself. So that's all I've got. It's early morning for me today. Cheers. Have a great
Check your
day.
attitude.
Check that attitude.
Bye.
See ya.